Hello everybody, my name is Merc and we are back playing Elden Ring. I am at the folly on the lake. We, in the last episode, cleared out the village of the Albinaurics. I guess I could have teleported over there, but I think I'm just going to head back south into that poison bog that we encountered previously. In fact, here it is already. We're going to head westward. I'm probably going to ignore some of these giant crabs now that I've killed the majority of them in the previous episode. I had some thoughts about our experience at the village of the Albinaurics. One thing that I was wondering was the boss that we found at the top of the village was named Omen Killer. So perhaps these Albinaurics are bad omens? I just realized, looking at the two that I slayed there, I was just checking to see if Nefeli Lu would be back up here, and she's not. The two that I just slayed revealed that they have a silvery blood, as opposed to the red blood that is normally shown by enemies we are hurting. I'm not paying too much attention to the blood, I'm not gonna lie, but I have seen some red blood for sure. So the fact that they have silver blood is definitely something to keep in mind. In fact, we also have a crafting item that is their blood clot. Albinaurics are life forms made by human hands, thus many believe them to live impure lives untouched by the Erdtree's grace. That also goes back with my theory that they are more at touch with the Halig tree, more primal perhaps, and those who believe in the Erdtree's blessing think that they are in fact cursed. So it looks like we have a giant crab in front of us in this little hole here, this geyser. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was going to attack as it exited the swamp, but it seems that it does not have much of an attack animation to do that. Oh. Hello. Still using our great axe here. Seems to be doing good enough work while we're fighting giant crabs on horseback. Just having a look as to what is up here. Having a look as to what we can see from up here. More swamp. Who knew? What about up here? You're twinkling. There it is. This is a rather empty spot otherwise. It's kind of tricky to get up here, so I can see it being a decent spot to put one of these scarabs at. You're not gonna explode, are ya? Somber smithing stone 2. So I guess white scarabs seem to drop somber smithing stones. Looks like there's actually multiple paths to get up here. But that might be that might be it for what's up here anyway. Just some materials otherwise. That's the Lake Liurnia over here. Oh, that's weird. We're on like a rock outcropping, but it's not displayed on the map. It's kind of funny. Just having a look. There's a little bit of a path here. Looks like this just leads back to the swamp itself. I guess we can remove this marker. Ensure that there's nothing else really over here. Does not appear so. Going in circles a little bit. I guess we're gonna go back in the swamp, head west. Some more. What was that pathway that we found? It was like a little, crevasse. Here it is. Let's go back this way, then south. Pick up another glintstone firefly. We do see the spewing man. Again over here. It does appear to be a rather sickly albinoric. Ooh, did not see all these lilies that kind of just spawned right in my face. It's a pretty good spot to get them, I guess, in case I ever find myself running low. Kind of doubt it though. As much as we do use some sleep pots, not that much. Again, we got a white blood stain on the ground there. So yeah, this appears to be a new type of enemy. More sickly version of the albinorics. He does have the same attack animation. He's not coughing up his blood. Lots of lilies down here. To me that says that there's not a lot of life beyond these crabs down here. Not a lot of action. Those lilies seem to grow in spots where I want to say it's peaceful. That's not necessarily the word I'm looking for. Where it's not chaotic, I guess. Out of the way locations. Item over here. Smithing stone too. That's gross, sir. Cover your mouth. So maybe that poison was staggering me. So I'm wondering to myself, if the poison has some particle effects in it, maybe that indicates that it does a bit of stagger damage on you. I just missed my heavy attack. Okay. Not a whole lot going on over here. It appears we might be done with this little poisonous section in a moment. Imagine trying to go through this section without torrent. Basically just gonna be eating tons of those green boluses. Once you deke out those crabs a little bit, pretty simple to take care of. And we got our flask back. And now we are out of the poison section. Okay. Can go up there, so maybe we'll do that. See what we can see. See some root resin. I also saw an automaton, one of those puppet warriors. I'm not sure what to call them. Don't give them a chance to freak out. One definitely sees us, the archer. Let's take out this one. More root resin. The old jump heavy attacks. Making quick work of them. So I don't know how much I'm going to actually explore up here. Maybe we'll find, yes we will, a site of grace. We'll touch that and then head back into the waters for now. That said, we are at a building. A crumbling building, but a building nonetheless. What's this site of grace called? Converted Tower. So yeah, maybe we'll leave this section for later because it's a good stopping point. Or a good point to pick up where we left off. We'll know exactly where we have and haven't looked. I am going to look around this little corner here. Briefly. It was a rather early heavy attack. Okay, can you stop that for a moment? I'm trying to kill you. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything over here. There's some archers keeping watch. So yeah, I think we're going to go back in the swamp. Getting a look as to what's below us. I guess we'll take out this squad too. Even though there's no real reason to do so one way or the other. Just hoping for the 2-for there and we got it. The old 2-for-1. Yeah, I think this is the point where we go back in the swamp now. Take out this last one. These last two. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we could backstab. There's no reason not to, or not we wouldn't be able to. They are humanoids, of course, so we dropped a short bow. We already have one of those, of course. Ours is upgraded as well, I believe. And now this is just leading back to where we came from. Okay. Yeah, let's go back into the swamp. I'm gonna leave a marker over here just to remind myself that we did not check that. Although I'm certainly not going to forget it. But having markers is never a bad thing. Alright, now the question is, like, where are we checking in the swamp? So I guess we kind of are checking this forested section. We already checked the little rock outcropping, as I call them, as well. So I guess we're just going to head towards that marker in the northeast. There's a big old crab. What else is new? Let's see if we can get a charge heavy in. We did not. Trying it again. This man in the chair. What was he looking at? Maybe something up there. There looks like an astrolabe, maybe. Could be an astrolabe. Got more of the frog folk. Lack of a better name. I know they're not really frogs, but they do have like a sort of amphibian looking face. They're more concerned with doing cartwheels than hopping about like a frog would. I guess we're gonna go east. Just having a look over here. Go directly east. Have a look at that other icon that I left. Not even sure where I saw those frog folk, as I was calling them. I don't want to call them Albinorix anymore because it seems we have discovered what an Albinoric truly is. Perhaps these amphibians were used to be Albinorics and they got turned into their current forms by the magical waters of Lake Liurnia. Let's check out this gazebo. There's a couple prawns in the way, which might make this a little tricky. Yeah, I was gonna say, surely they're alive. This is just their little rest spot, it seems. This might be a scary situation coming up. Probably should switch my weapon. Really hoping this thing dies. It did. I knew that spray was coming. It just destroyed the tree. Oh my gosh. I didn't think it could do 3. Okay, let's hide behind this tree. If it's gonna keep shooting us. Holy crap. Switch to the grafted blade. Great sword. Two-hand this zombie. Really early roll there. I'm gonna chug just to be safe because I don't want to die to this prawn again. There has been the precedent. Jeez, I didn't know we could do a swipe after that. I haven't fought these enough. Jeez, man, I just want it to not be near the other prawn. Oh my god. And it friggin' killed me. Rip. I would say rip to a real one, but I was being a faker there. Man, I killed so many prawns, but I still struggle with them. You cannot give them space because they shoot you. That shot is not easy to dodge, it's rather quick, and it does some insane damage. Almost does half our HP. But if you don't give it, if you try to get in its face, it'll stab you to death with its quick claw, or smash you to death with its big claw. Jeez. I believe that is my second death to prawns now. Not pleased with that. I don't know if the grafted blade greatsword's gonna help or hurt one way or the other, but I do know I can kill them in 3 shots with the greatsword. We did it with the great axe as well, but it required a critical strike there, so I don't know if we'll get that opportunity again. We definitely need to pick up these souls, which means this prawn might see us. Did not, thankfully. Also seems we're out of range of that second one now, just slightly. Which is good, because now we can get the sneak attack combo off. Hopefully this last one doesn't wake up. Hopefully that is the last one. The third one did wake up. Just get one more heavy in. Oh wait, did that first prawn hit the second? Oh, I knew that was a grab, but I was rolling because I thought it was the shot. Very early roll there once again. Oh, it gets its claw stuck. I didn't know that. Holy crap, those stabs, man. Now I'm giving it space. Probably gonna try to shoot. It did not. I also went for the jump. It does get its claw stuck. That was like a 5-stab combo. Okay, I got so greedy there, I forgot that it can do a second swipe. I hit it out of the air. Whew, man. This should not give me that much issue. It's just that stab attack is so fast and all my weapons are slow. That's what I'll tell myself anyway. All that for some smithing stone 2s. Kinda unfortunate. Trying to get rid of this icon. Okay. So we have checked out these buildings, I believe. Which means we just go north now. Check out this ruined structure. Having a bit of a look to the east. Saw that golden rune. Oh, I did not expect yet another site of grace here. They're just strewn about everywhere in this swamp. It's odd. Can't tell if this is a good problem to have or a bad one. In Dark Souls 3, I often found like there was way too many bonfires everywhere. But in this game, they kind of take it to another level. That said, this game is open world, so I get it. You definitely want to have a lot of opportunities to fast travel. I guess we could have sat down and leveled up. The only thing that we're going to be worrying about are these two men that I just slayed. So yeah, we'll go back up and sit down. Level up a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean once. Do we just go with HP again? It's about 44 HP. How much endurance? 2, and then we get like a 1.5 of max equip load. I think that 1.5 actually might scale with our talismans as well. So it might only be like a point or a half. Who knows? Without the talismans is what I'm saying there. Let's just do HP. Seems wise. It is taking quite a bit to level up now. Quite a bit of souls. Just about 20k to get 1 level. The patrol over there. We dealt with those two, so we'll just ignore them again and go check out this patrol. Then we'll check out whatever the heck's going on this island. I don't know, I see some weird red, massive flesh. He staggered the big one. Alright, not too bad. So now we've definitely checked the south of us. Explore the west a little bit. Seems these men are looking at that tower. They're not too equipped. Super armored through that cartwheel attack from the second frog folk. We will definitely check out that island. I just kind of want to see what's going on this western edge. Likely danger. Pointing where? Here? Now that's a troll message. Because I have no idea what you're talking about. Drive by these flowers a little bit. Guess we'll go to this gazebo and this land octopus. Also, we have this balloon here. Transport for those mannequin creatures. Easy fight. Easy life. Drop your ovaries. Get this over with. Forgot which hand my bow was on. I only did half damage and then it despawned and I got the golden rune out of it. Kinda odd. I had a feeling that was gonna work. As long as we didn't get cancelled out of our animation. I don't know if the run attack has super armor. I'm gonna assume it might have less. It's kind of how they do things, is the heavy attacks get more super armor. Doesn't look like there's anything along that western wall. And it just leads back over here. Put a little marker down just to indicate that I'm not going to go over there just yet. Check out this gazebo, this veranda. More smithing stones. Some albinorix to the east. Again, I called them albinorix, even though I decided they're now frog folk. I had a feeling we were getting hit again. Wow. Stop this, please. I didn't even hit its face there. That time we did. I don't think you actually need to hit the face to get the stagger off. I have a mutual on Twitter who is a big Souls fan, and he seems to think that the stagger in this game works very similar to how it worked in Sekiro, where if you just have some unrelenting pressure, enemies will get staggered, no matter what, as long as you're fast enough. It doesn't matter what weapon you're using necessarily or where you're hitting them. In previous games and in Monster Hunter in particular, you want to hit the creature's face in order to get the maximum stagger potential. But yeah, in this game it doesn't seem to matter as much. Also, again, in Monster Hunter, different types of weapons have different stagger potential. Hammers being the best to cause enemies to stagger. Just lots of land octopus over here, so I don't think I'm gonna mess with any of them that have groups of babies, and maybe we'll mess with them later. Go back east. Check out that island. Check out these frog folk. Take out the big one. Very simple fight. There's a scarab in front of us. Let's take out this other group before we go for the scarab. Probably leave a marker down in a moment. Jump attack overkill there. Yeah, I'll leave another marker here. And then we'll go east again. Oh no, we've checked this. We'll check this island, then we'll go north. So that marker is a little redundant. A gold scarab. Uh-oh. Don't run away. Blood Flame Blade. Looks like a new incantation. It is in the same category as the Poison Mist. A Blood Oath incantation granted by the Lord of Blood. Engulfs armament held in right hand with Blood Flame. This incantation can be cast while in motion. After dealing damage, Blood Flame continues to build up onset of blood loss for a very short time. So it's like damage over time of fire, but instead of fire, it is blood loss. Appears to be a red scarab here, so I guess we'll actually we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. We'll see if there's anything deadly at this location. Maybe we can restore some of our flasks. I don't want to scare the scarab away, so I'm just gonna call the horse just to get off again. So yeah, we're seeing some mounds of flesh there in this building. Is this area affected by crimson rot? Some mushrooms growing. We'll deal with these frog folk. They look like they're not too pleased with what they found over here. Like they were journeying to this location and then they got here and they're like, what the heck happened to our church? They also spit out poison and they also have silver blood. So, kinda, well, I guess they didn't spit out poison necessarily, but they spit out a silver substance similar to the albinorix. Trying to see if there's like a front door I should be walking in through. This would be it, it seems. Oh. White Mask Vare is here. We haven't spoken to him in quite a while. Why are you hanging out over here, bud?
Ah, there you are. You claimed a great room and had your audience with the two fingers at the round table home. What was your impression?
They didn't seem right.
Your intuition serves you well. My doubts had been piling up, you see. The words of the two fingers cannot be trusted. Truly, naught but rambling, senile delusions. I believe that when the Elden
I'm just like
ring was
looking into my
shattered,
sword.
the two fingers were corrupted, their guidance skewed. Even worse, the fingers harbor no love for our kind. That's the part that irks them most.
Okay.
Oh, I have a gift.
I like when he's talking, he like
Something fit only
puts his
for
hands
wise.
together. A festering bloody finger, a gift only fit for the wise.
A means for circumventing the draw of the two fingers. Give it a try, won't you?
I already have.
And if it please you, may we meet again. I've high hopes for you, my lambkin.
Don't call me that.
Be sure to try that finger. There's no reason to dither. The tarnished were spurned by grace, forsaken by the two fingers. And now they ask you to mend their crumbling world? Your loyalties are misplaced with them.
Okay.
Be sure to try
So, well, the one person that is furthering my theory that the two fingers are not as they seem. Is this like a duel area? There's so many bloodstains here. What is this item? Nomadic Warrior Cookbook 12. Be wary of ambush than strong foe ahead. Nomadic Warrior Cookbook 12. Cursed Blood Pot. What is that? Right here. Requires some ritual pots. Throw to douse enemy with accursed blood. Decorated with the crest of the Lord of Blood. Causing summoned spirits to assail them with rabid fervor. Childhood memory of the Lord of Blood. We gotta make a couple of these. How do they work? I'm gonna look at what else we can make. We don't necessarily need anything. This seems like a PvP spot for some reason. Like there's lots of blood roses. It's an open space. Kinda wanna give a PvP attempt a shot. Oh, hello. Who are you? Okay, you're not gonna answer that question, eh? Okay. Good dodges there, kind of incidental. Inside the hood was not even a person, it was just a suit of armor. Okay, okay. That area of effect that his weapon did causes blood loss and slowed me down. I don't know what to think of this area. But I guess we're done with it for now. Are we gonna talk about why you're hanging out in front of this area where there's lots of blood and someone tried to kill me? And also you gave me festering bloody fingers?
Be sure to try. I'm quite certain.
Once again, it's like shades of gray for everyone, because I don't necessarily believe the two fingers are perfectly benign or benevolent. But I also definitely don't believe Vare is benevolent. He's a bit of a weird one. Guess we're going north now, dealing with more of these Miranda flowers. Much to my dismay. I think this is a blue scarab, so we don't even need to kill it. Fun. Extremely rude of you to do that, Miranda flower. Not a big fan of fighting these. I don't really want to fight this one either, but I think I might. There's just so many of them. Get a bit more stamina so we can do 2 full combos. Uh-oh. It's meleeing. Oh, it's not. It was poisoning. Oh, I'm sick of your crap, so I'm just gonna take the poison. Oh, it got staggered in the poison area that it did, dissipated immediately. It was interesting. There's so many Miranda flowers over here. Oh, one already sees us. I can't believe we dodged most of them just by running straight at the dang flower. Found that melee attack. Get that immediate chug in so you can heal immediately as well. Oh, hello. Okay. So I don't know if we took out this camp, but we definitely took out the Miranda flower that I'm looking at in the distance, because that is where the coffins were. This flower definitely sees us. Get the 3 combo in. I was gonna do it again, but I got rudely interrupted. Finish it off, finish it off. Okay. So yeah, we're not gonna deal with that flower over there, but I guess we'll deal with these 2 over here. Much to my dismay. I guess this one's also leaving particle effects and it's not doing damage or stagger damage. I don't know if there's a method to why some poison staggers and why others do not. I mean, this poison staggers, right? No, it doesn't. Yeah, I legitimately do not know. Smithing stone 2. Just having a look as to where we are, what we're dealing with once again. Not sure how long this video's been going for. We might end at the next site of grace. Not necessarily adverse to doing a shorter episode today. That said, every time I say I'm going to start doing shorter episodes again, they're just still an hour long anyway. Which I'm not necessarily unhappy with. Where the heck did that bolt come from? Magic bolt went flying. Oh, this one already sees us. So we have to engage. We don't have to, but like, this plan's not going to chase us anywhere, but you know. Just got meleeed by a tiny flower, got meleeed by a giant flower. One more attack. Okay, poisoned yet again. So this little, oh, I'm looking north. I was so confused. I was like, why am I looking at a spot on the map that doesn't exist? This is the ruin section. Have a quick look, east and north of us. Did we check out the gazebo? Went through all that effort. I don't even remember if we checked it out or not. I assume it was just a smithing stone. So over there is where the bear's little cove is. Rune bear. Don't want to mess with that again. Any more than we already have. So now we go west. Check my map again just to be sure we can remove this one. Yeah, we're gonna go west and south a little bit. Check out this section of rubble. Temple Quarter, which is now reduced to rubble. You can summon someone. Help us out here if we so desire. Apparently that man has some super armor as well on his big strike. I was hoping to get a twofer there, but didn't go down like that. I'm going to summon the Warhawk. Hopefully it doesn't immediately despawn. Doesn't do too much damage anyway. But I figure the fire might help us a little bit. Burst the plants, if nothing else. Please attack. Bird's getting messed up a little bit. Seems like this little section was a bit of a trap. Go for this one while the bird distracts the other one. Stop with your cart rolling. Appears to be most of the Albinorics, I guess. They do drop Albinoric blood clots, so... Got a rhymed crystal bud. I don't know if we've seen that before. We might have. No, we've not. Widely found in cold regions. Not quite as rare as a sacramental bud, apparently. Young plant frozen into crystal before it can mature. And let me see the other bud. What's up with the other bud, bud? Believed to originate long ago from a strain of buds cultivated with youthful sacramental blood. And it's also an immature bud. Don't know if they're more valuable. What about the crystal bud? Now I'm curious. What does it say about that? A young plant. there a reason why we don't want mature plants for the crystal buds? Who knows? We got a ice rime axe, or a hatchet. Causes frost buildup, requires 16 dexterity. A hatchet with a frozen coated blade, one of several gifts given by Castle Soul in the distant north. Known as freezing fog, the blade is thought to be a dragon's scale, inflicts a powerful frost effect. That could be pretty useful. At 16 dexterity though, I don't know if we're going to be able to use it. Warhawk's a little hurt, but it's doing its job. It's doing its job. Maybe one day I'll upgrade some of these ashes, but again, I'm not really using them to fight bosses or anything just yet, so it doesn't seem that imperative. That said, they use their own upgrade materials and probably don't cost too much, so it might be a good idea anyway. Guess we're gonna deal with yet another Miranda flower. My favorite. Lots of enemies that I'm not big fans of so far, not gonna lie. These flowers are certainly one of them. I'd rather be fighting giants. For no real reason other than I don't like the flowers. I don't care about the loot. But if I never see a flower again in this game, it'll be too soon. Some items on the floor, I imagine they're just dropped from dead flowers. I think the bird despawned maybe because we got on the horse. Oh, we got some Michaela's lilies. I don't know if there's anything else over here now. That weapon, it seemed, and I guess that rare material. Oh! Yet another site of grace in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna move this down a little bit just to signify to myself that there's a bunch of octopuses we did not slay. What the heck are those? A lot of flying blue scarabs. I have to imagine those are the ones that increase your FP flasks. Why are they in a line? They're like a bunch of buoys in the water, indicating you should not go across that line. I'm gonna check over here before we sit down, because I think when I sit down I'm going to call this an episode. Also, I'm not sure I'm gonna sit down, but by sit down I mean touch the site of grace. I think I'm going to make myself some lunch after this video and maybe record some more after. That is yet to be seen. It would be nice to get another batch of videos going, so I don't have to kill the streak yet again, but at this point I'm not going to be too concerned one way or the other if I do have to kill the streak again. It is what it is. It's such a weird spot for the site of grace, I feel like. So yeah, we're gonna call it here. Touch that site. And then I guess we're gonna go deal with these octopus woods in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you did, click the like button. I very much appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, folks.